A train reactor spitting fire. The NFT and analyzer. Diving deep into projects. He's the crypto energizer. From remit coins to tokens. He's got all the intel. Web3 is a dream. Show you where to excel. He's got the insights like a digital magician. Unveiling secrets of the blockchain with precision.
Yes, sir. Here we are again. Happy Monday, guys. God damn, I'm so excited this week. You might ask why. You might ask why if you looked at the charts this morning, if you saw Bitcoin this morning, if you were hanging around in the space this afternoon. You might ask why. I'm going to be honest, I don't have an answer for you. It's just the vibes are high. The stars are aligning. It's all happening. The year in the darkness we just faced. Yeah, this is where it pays off. Starting right now. Good morning, Edge. Good morning, Cosmos. Great to see you guys on this final day of September. Final day of September that we're calling at this point September. You gotta call it September. Heading into the always, usually incredible October. Kicking off tomorrow. Again, the pieces are in place. The people are in place. We got the projects. We got the coins. We got all the assets ready to roll. And you guys, you're all here ready for it. Man, I can't wait. Guys, smash the like. Make sure you're subscribed here to SlamX Official on YouTube. It is SlamXIO over on X. Let's hit the macro crypto. Let's look at the NFT market here. Got the weekly numbers for you. Got the monthly numbers just about in. Got about 12 hours left in the monthly data period here, too. We're still going to look at it because it is pretty telling. And then some top stories from around the space, guys. Let us kick it off with the unexpected. That's right. Some breaking news to start the morning. Actually, you know what? That feels like an abuse of the breaking news. No, well, I like it. I like it still. Breaking news. This is more of a just be aware. Be aware. Let me put this on your radar, guys. It is a Moo Deng. We love her. We love her. I am trying to keep aware on top of all things Moo Deng, from the coin itself to actually other derivative tokens too. I believe in Moo Deng. I believe in the token that I think a lot of us are in. That said, I'm watching for opportunities elsewhere. Other Moo Deng tokens that maybe have the potential to get listed. Nero type situation, right? Binance lists a different token than the main one. It's happened before. But I'm watching NFTs right now. I'm watching for derivative collections. I minted one over the weekend called Moo Pets. Love it. Don't care if I make money on it. Don't care if I don't care. I like them. I like them. Cheap enough. Look fun enough. I'm in. This morning, I don't know if his name's Piv or PIV, whatever. This is an Pepin artist, friends with Jack Butcher. Awesome artist. Dropping a little tease, maybe just having some fun, but with a really cool Moo Deng Punks collection. I love it. Putting it on your radar. Look, I don't think this is going to be an actual minted NFT collection. I don't think so, but you never know. You never know. Guys, you're breaking alert. Follow PIV, follow Piv. In case he mints this, he's got that special kind of following and special kind of engagement. Look, if he does mint this collection, this will cook. This will cook. So if you're not familiar with him, fantastic artist, you should be following anyways. But if this collection sees the light of day, you most definitely do not want to miss it. Look at how, I mean, come on. Yeah, if you see the reaction to everybody wants it, I hope he does it. In fact, guys, geez, I don't mean to take a detour right off the start, but because something like that could come at any moment, let's just, you know what, maybe we circle back. I want to show you, he has another project out there. I'm trying, Glass Punks. I wouldn't be shocked if maybe he inserts this into the Glass Punk collection, which is all these punks that you can then exchange swap for all different iterations, kind of like Opepin. Anyway, let me put that on your radar in that way. I don't think that's what's going to happen here, but I might I might not be shocked if it happens. So we'll see. Anyway, keep your eyes on him. Keep your eyes on that potential collection here. By the way, guys, audio okay? We had that issue last week. It was trash, and I apologize for that. It sounds a little hot to me. Let me double check, then we get into our stories here. Yeah, I think we're okay. I think we're good. I'll continue on. If it's any problems, let me know in the chat here, guys. All right, like I said, pieces in place, characters back in place. CZ was scheduled to get out of prison Sunday, yesterday, but as you guys know, been following along, released early. So CZ made it out. This was on Friday. Fantastic. It was just a wonderful way to start the day, or really to cap off the week with CZ out. Everybody watching to see what's CZ's first tweet going to be back. Fittingly, it's a GM tweet. By the way, I think he was out Thursday. First tweet came here Friday morning. 15 million views on just the GM. Everybody waiting and watching for that. Awesome to see. So CZ out, tweeting his GM, and tweeting a follow-up here as well. Just showing he's a different kind of enjoyer now. Enjoying the food, enjoying the freedom, of course. But expect to hear a lot more from CZ here over the next, let's say, few days, few weeks, as he settles back into life, feels out what his new life looks like. No longer part of Binance, right? CZ banned from Binance, in fact. But really cool to see his comments. Binance seems to be doing well without me backseat driving, which is excellent, right? Every founder's dream. I love it. It's his baby, and he sees it flourishing without him, and it really is, guys. Binance is just crushing. They really are. Elijah, good morning, sir. Mike, good morning. Anyway, we'll keep our eyes on CZ, see what he's getting himself into. He may not be part of Binance, but he will be a significant part of this space here. Make no mistake about that. Maybe not the best entrance to make here, guys. CZ shorting Bitcoin, comes back, dumps the market. I don't think that's true. I'll just put it that way. I don't think it's true, but yes, Bitcoin did dump over the weekend, guys. Got down into the 63K range, which may be a little unexpected considering what the vibes are like, how it's felt, the phenomenal volume we've seen in the ETFs. But I think we've come to expect these swings. Look, I said earlier in the year, this would be the most volatile period for crypto we've ever seen, ever. And I think so far it's lived up to my expectations, at least. I don't think we're done yet. And so these swings, 2.5% you see on Bitcoin in the past 24 hours, pretty darn normal. I don't think we're seeing the end of that. I don't know if we're ready for our final run, for the main run here. Be ready for more volatility. Guys, 25, 26, 27 days away from the election. Be ready, be safe, be prepared. This market can get wild quickly. ETH, just over 2,600. Solana, $156. Just treading water here. Market doing what it's going to do, but getting ready for, well, we're all hoping the next all-time high. Interesting to see, guys, 200 days since our previous all-time high with Bitcoin. This is earlier this year in March. 73K. Guys, I thought we hit 74. Did we not hit 74? It just makes that all-time high even closer. We're not far off, guys, and it does not take much to move this market at this point. As big as Bitcoin is, as much money is in this market now, we could close that gap in a day, in a week. And we're going to have some help getting there, by the way. But want to point out that September is on pace to be the best performing September for Bitcoin in history. Right now let me see if I can zoom in here. Up over 7% so far. How's that? Yeah, I think that's a bit better. Let's get to the side. Almost 8%. Look, we'll see how today goes. Again, the last day of the month. Can we crack 8? Do we fall below 7? I don't think we fall below 7 unless we have a pretty significant dump. You never know. You never know, guys. But all in all, it's looking like a fantastic September. Heading into the exciting October. We call it Uptober. For good reason. Guys, last year, almost 30% gain on Bitcoin. Prior year, just 5.5%, but that was the outlier. Other than that, 39%, 27%, 10%. Well, we did have a couple months in the negative, but you see, in general, October, the best month of the year for Bitcoin. Is next month an exception? I certainly hope not. The signs are there that we're going to absolutely cook. We will see, fam. Predictions for Bitcoin coming in fast and furious. I love them. I haven't seen a prediction. Actually, consider this, guys. We get predictions, let's say, sort of regularly here in the space. When's the last bearish prediction you guys have seen? Every so often you get these guys who still think Bitcoin is going to zero, right? That it's a pyramid scheme, and at some point somebody pulls the final rug. For the most part, those comments are gone. They don't really exist anymore. Instead, we get the other side, and we get incredibly bullish price predictions here. Kathy Wood, last week, was this Saturday? Friday, Saturday, predicting 600K Bitcoin. That's the bear case. That's the bear case, guys. Bull case, 1.5 million by 2030. 2030 is a date a lot of people circle. Raoul Pal put out an awesome video in the past week here, talking about you have 6 years to accumulate as much wealth as possible. There's something by 2030. There's a lot of thought that the entire economy won't even resemble what it looks like today. It's because of AI. It's because of crypto. It's because of blockchain. By the way, highly recommend you go watch the Raoul Pal video. It's incredible. I sent it to Henry. I said, dude, check it out, watch it. I know people are generally aware of what's coming, but I do think people underestimate how drastically things are going to change. And what I said to Henry is the way COVID reshaped everything for a few years, it's probably bigger than that by 2030, how different the world looks. And that is largely because of AI. But think of how drastically things changed when we were all working from home. That's the kind of change that's coming here. Within the next 10 years, we'll say at least, or at most, but maybe by 2030. And to be ready for that and set yourself up financially so that you benefit from it. Again, I know people recognize change is coming. I don't think they understand the degree that it's about to change here. So these Bitcoin price predictions factor in all these changes that are coming. 1.5 million bull case by 2030. We'll take it. We got price predictions for this year, though, guys. CleanSpark CEO thinks we'll see 200K Bitcoin this cycle. I like that prediction. I buy it. That's a 3x from here, guys. Pretty exciting. We'll take it. And this cycle, guys, probably a good year of just incredible market conditions here for the next year. Man, can't wait. FTX distribution, guys. This is one of the biggest catalysts coming this cycle. It is. It's the FTX $16 billion stimmy, guys. Going to creditors, going to people who lost funds in FTX during the collapse. $16 billion. Now, people reporting that it starts Monday, today. So I got my eyes out. I'm watching to see if we do actually start distributions here. Good morning, Marco. I'm not familiar with those, by the way. Hanzo Momo. I've not minted anything on Fractal yet. I think I got a Fractal Pepe airdrop, but I've not minted over there. I'm curious. I'm still curious about Fractal. Anyway, we need to find more out about this. The FTX stimmy here. It's a lot of money. I expect a percent of that, and probably a good percent of that, to come back to the market here. It's going to crypto investors. But does it start today? And I'll say this, guys. We are getting mixed messages about how much is going out, when it actually starts. Again, we saw Monday. And we saw the dollar figure. But it sounds like, guys, there's been some changes to how much people are getting back. It's a fraction of a percent of what they held. FTX crypto holders to recover only 10 to 25% of lost assets. This is being valued, I believe, at the time they received some kind of insurance on their holdings. Right? It's not the value of your portfolio at the time of the collapse. It's certainly not the value of it today. It's a fraction of what you lost, which is, again, unfortunate. Better this than nothing, right? Better this than nothing. But maybe what that does is people get their crypto back. Or their cash back. I still think it's cash. I'm not sure. But they get it back, and it's time to make up those losses. So it goes right back to the market. It's what I'm expecting to happen. I think we're going to see a nice influx of cash here into the crypto markets. Again, thanks to the FTX credit here. Now, more news here. The next FTX restructuring hearing is for October 7th. I don't know if this is related to the stimmy, guys, but Cointelegraph reporting, if approved, claimants under 50K could receive payments by late 2024. larger claims next year. Again, what's true? What's correct? Are these the same story? Are these two separate stories? But we heard that payments were starting today. And if I'm reading this, I might be reading it wrong, but this makes it sound like some getting it this year. Anyone getting back under 50K getting it this year, but bigger dollar amounts next year. I don't know. I'm not sure what to make of this. Either way, money's coming to the market. Good for our bags. I'll keep digging into that. I'm really, really curious when it actually starts. And again, keep your eyes on the timeline. I think we'll start seeing it today if, in fact, credits are going back out. We shall see. Taking a look at the ETF, starting with Bitcoin on Friday, 494 million in inflows. A big, big day of purchasing in the Bitcoin ETFs and really a monster week. Over on the Ethereum side, a rare big day of inflows as well. Almost 59 million in inflows. In a little ecosystem that's been struggling since the launch of those ETFs, a pretty fantastic week. Guys, I might need to pull up another chart here. That's possibly our best week for the Ethereum ETFs. That could be. At the very least, one of the best weeks for the ETFs. Justin Casey, I'm with you. Yeah. Justin saying, I don't know how you can call it a stimmy. It's criminal what they're doing to customers. Yeah. Stimmy because if it's 16 million bucks, billion, it's still a huge amount of money that part works its way back to the market. So not a stimmy for holders. Maybe that's the part to clarify. This is not a stimmy for holders, for people getting back money who lost money. It's a stimmy for the crypto markets. Traders, holders, whatever. Creditors got wrecked. Absolutely wrecked. It's awful. It's awful. Yeah, there we go. Gravity. Commercial for the ETH ETFs from Grayscale on Bloomberg. Yes, sir. Man, they will have an about face and really melt faces. And it started last week. Again, at some point that has a drastic shift. And it's big numbers. It's millions and millions and millions in inflows coming in. And maybe we saw that tide shifting just last week. But yes, in total last week, Bitcoin ETFs purchased $1.1 billion worth of BTC. Big week, monster week. Cointelegraph reporting largest week of inflows since the second week of July. Great to see. ETF's going to continue to cook again with the market shifting and moving the way it's going. That momentum's just starting to pick up, guys. Just starting to pick up. All right, let's dive into the NFT market here. Starting with yesterday. Cross-chain NFT sales coming in at 7.8 million. Incredibly low volume. As we expect for the weekend, still we're watching for the turnaround in the market. We've already declared NFTs are back, but I want to see that reflect in volume for sure. I want to start playing again, and it is not time to start playing yet till we see this turnaround. So again, sales volume incredibly low both days of the weekend, yesterday especially. But yesterday, unique sellers up, unique buyers down, total transactions down, and trade profits, I think like everyone expects still, in the negative $443,000. Now again, we got the weekly numbers, we got the monthly numbers. Let's take a look at that. Last week, September 23rd to the 29th, 75 million in cross-chain sales, actually up from the prior week. And that's definitely what we want to see. We don't want to get any kind of momentum going in the opposite direction here. Break that 2-week skid here. Preventing a 2-week skid, really. And last week, sellers up. Buyers up. Transactions down. Transactions down, but the other numbers up. Pricier NFTs, and you see that because average sale price is up. Now, trade profits, 2.9 million in the negative. Actually, our best week since July 15th. Actually matches, let me double check this. There we go. Our best week for trade profits since July 15th. It mirrors the previous best week for ETF inflows. Either pure coincidence or the markets really do move kind of as a whole at this point. Awful like good morning. Gravity, yes, sir. That's mass adoption. It's seeing this stuff everywhere. And just more and more and more. In fact, later on, I have more examples of just seeing crypto out in the wild. And it is, you know what I would love? I would love for, I wish time machines were real. Right? Yeah, of course I'm going here, right? Good morning, Geist. I would love to have 2020, 2021 version of me, or 22, anywhere in that time frame. Would love to be in a time machine, be back then, teleport to right now, and I would love to get my honest take on where we're at and how surprised I am to see how far the space has come. Right? Would I have thought we'd be further along by this point, or would I just be absolutely blown away by where we see crypto, how the government talks about crypto, the price of it, right? I would love to get that. I would love to get my own take on it. I think I'd be blown away. Look, as somebody who believes everybody in the world, everybody is going to be in crypto in one form or another, I didn't think it would happen this fast. And look, we got a long way to go, but I didn't think adoption would happen this fast. That's the ETFs. It's the proliferation. It's seeing this stuff everywhere. I did not think it would happen so fast. So still incredibly bullish on this space, incredibly excited. Man, just grateful to be a part of it as early as we are. Got to say that. All right, looking at monthly sales now. Look, just 12 hours to go in the monthly data period. We are probably going to crack 300 million sales, and we need to. Otherwise, yikes. But as of right this moment, guys, 297 million in cross-chain sales. Awful. Awful. Now, there is something that looks really, really juicy here. Unique sellers up. Unique buyers also up. Total transactions down. There are more people participating this month than last month, even though we're going to finish with about 75 million less in sales volume. That average sale price, like I pointed out before, this is people getting a little spendy at this point. Picking up the pace at least, maybe shopping for those top-tier collections before they do get out of reach. It's how you could interpret the numbers. But more people participating here is exactly what we want to see. Volume, price, all that catches up at some point. And trade profits, let's see if we can compare that to previous months here. 18 mil in the negative. It beats last month. Beats July as well. Yeah, just about on pace with June. Last time we were in the positive for trade profits. We really do need to see this turn around, but April this year, 21 mil in the positive. Look, as long as we're heading in the right direction, happy about that. If you look at those numbers still, though, 297 mil, our lowest sales volume, obviously beaten last week, but our lowest sales volume as of right now since September of last year. So September was the bottom of the market last year. Probably marks the bottom of the market this year. And again, I've pointed this out before, but notice how different the sentiment is. As low as sales volume is, you guys feel it. The market's not the same. The market's much stronger than this time last year. There's more people here. In fact, let's compare sellers and buyers. 864,000 buyers this year. Look at that. Over 300,000 more buyers. Fewer sellers, guys. Fewer sellers. That is exactly what we want to see. Less people selling, more people buying. Usually that means one thing. It's usually pushing prices in a certain direction. And I think most NFT collections are well up from last September. Probably need to chart that and probably should research that before I say, but this is just going from memory here. That's a great indicator, guys. Again, I do think this is the bottom of the market. I don't know that NFTs cook right along with crypto prices, which we think is going to be up this month. NFTs don't necessarily follow right away. Usually they lag behind a bit. And so last year it was towards the end of October that NFTs started flipping. And we really, really started peaking around December. But for last year, obviously we had a great spring this year. So we'll see what happens this year, but feel pretty darn good about where things are at, all things considered. With that low volume, feeling pretty darn good. All right, let's look at the top collections that are moving the market in the past 24 hours. I think we got to ignore Bored Ape. Feel like we've looked at this before. No, not Bored Ape Yacht Club, guys. This is some kind of derivative collection over on Polygon. Don't think it's real. It's probably money laundering. So I'm just going to, you know what, I'm going to default skip them. We go right to CryptoPunks as your top NFT collection here, followed by Guild of Guardian Heroes, Dozuki, Node Monks, Azuki, Bored Ape Yacht Club, Retardio Cousins, love them, Sorare, Runestones, and guys, V1 CryptoPunks. Man, that makes me smile. You know I love them babies. A big sale, a big sale in that collection. Love to see it. One of the few, truly historic collections, V1 Punks. Anyone not aware, V1 Punks are the first iteration of the CryptoPunks. Created by Larva Labs, minted by Larva Labs. When the CryptoPunks frenzy happened, the story you hear about CryptoPunks, created, what are they, free claims? Anybody could grab them. Guys, were they free? God, I should know this. There's so much in our heads at this point. So many years of craziness. How many hundreds of millions of NFTs? CryptoPunks were free, right? The story you guys hear about CryptoPunks and how they came to be, guys, it was those. It was the V1 CryptoPunks. It's not the ones you see out there right now that are tens, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? It was the V1 Punks. Bugged contract. You couldn't sell them. In fact, if you did sell it, you lost your punk and you didn't get money. It was these guys. Bugged. A copy, a replacement was sent to people who held them. But you can't destroy something on chain, so these are the very first iteration. They will always be here. It's the PFP I use on X. It's what you see on my personal channel, V1 Punk. Special collection. I have a lot of conviction in those guys. Anyway, great to see them there. And that's because the number one sale in the past 24 hours, I'm going to comment on Runestone, by the way, but the number one sale in the past 24 hours is a zombie V1 CryptoPunk selling for 43 ETH. Look at that. Look, I know there are people on both sides of this story. People think these should be worthless. These aren't real CryptoPunks. And look, code is law. I think the very same people would often say the code is law. What's on chain is the truth here, and the truth is minted by CryptoPunks, earlier date than the CryptoPunks out there that have tremendous value and deserve that value. Those are the CryptoPunks. But these are the beta. These are the error print. These are special. And when I think of historic, when I think of CryptoPunk's significance, because they are historic and influential, it's these guys. I'm being very honest. I don't believe this is bag bias. If I see them side by side and we start talking about their value and that its value is the history of it, the significance of the mint, it's these guys that I look at for that. Personally, I'll say, not NFA, not financial advice. Personally, if I had more money, I would be buying bags of these. I love them. And I'm one of those people who thinks CryptoPunks are going to be $1 million one day. Floor price, $1 million for punks. I don't think that applies to these guys. I don't think these are $1 million. But I definitely think these have a pretty awesome future ahead of them. I really do. So I think this is potentially a steal here. If this were a CryptoPunk, the V2, the current main CryptoPunks, what is it? What is zombie punks going for these days? Let's check. Probably over $1 million. Alien punks are the grail of grails over there. Oh, wrong collection, guys. Hang on. But zombie is one of the most desired traits, one of the rarest traits too. Okay, top sales. There we go. Yep, zombies going for just around $1 million. Look, we got one. We got a few this month. As low as $568,000. And then zombies with the super desirable hoodie trait going for over $1 million. So you see it there. V1 punks, man. There she is, a little better view. It's a great punk, man. Yeah, I'll never feel like I have enough. And I've won. I'll never feel like I have enough of these. 2 ETH floor on them. They've gotten as high as 27 ETH for their floor. And I really do think we'll see that again. I do. Yeah, Cosmo, sorry, just peeking at some comments here. Yeah, I'm with you as far as this space, never going to stop growing. Awful. The only thing that's happened is the ETF. Oh, talking about growth here. Okay, only thing that happened is the ETFs, not much else. Sure, people saying they support it, but do they really? Is it for votes only? It's a great point. The other growth and adoption in the space is just platforms maturing, the tech getting better. Brands and whatnot felt like they throttled back. But yeah, the ETFs, and I don't think we can underestimate the RWAs, the tokenization of assets. If we get time, I'm going to pull up a story about that. It's actually more about stablecoins, but it's BlackRock's entry into the stablecoin ecosystem and some comments about how massive they think the crypto economy is going to get. Man, very exciting stuff here. Some big sales here in the past 24 hours. A 19 ETH sale of a grifter X copy. Incredible. Now, this one's Friday, but I still want to just keep pointing out reminders of where we're at, guys. These X copies just keep getting gobbled up here. Here's a Doom selling for 27 ETH. And then have to point out, this goes all the way back to last Thursday, but last Thursday, one of the biggest days for X copies known origin collections, period. 213 ETH worth in a 24-hour period. Whole bunch. Look at that. The State of Us, 55 ETH. Hello, admin. I don't think I've seen that one, man. Hello, admin. DM me? Hang on. I don't think I've seen that before. 45 ETH. Multiple Doomed. Resist. Disintegration. I certainly saw this tweet come out, but that didn't catch my eye. I don't recall seeing this. The title just didn't stand out. I'm not familiar with it. And like I told Jared when he comes on, X-Copy's, it's such a weird thing with him. As big as he is, as prominent as his pieces are, all the time we see things flash across, the sales feed or tweets about him, and there's stuff I'd never heard of, never seen before. Which is awesome. I think it just goes to show what a substantial catalog he has. How diamond-handed people have been that they don't let these things go. So it's great to see. Like CryptoPunk sales, we use X-Copy sales to measure this market. And man, this market's getting ready to explode, guys. All right, let's get into some more updates. Pudgy Penguins with a big announcement. This is fantastic. Let's play this little clip here. But Pudgy Penguins, almost certainly at your favorite local arcade. Love to see it. Pudgy Penguins Polar Challenge. How cool this is.
Nice timing. Ah, man. Nice jump, though.
Come on. How cool is that? That's a great example of how this has grown. And you could laugh this off and think that's not a big deal. And that's fair. It's fair. It's an arcade machine in arcades around the country. Kind of a big deal. Actually, that does bring me back, I'll fly, to what the Pudgy Penguins have done since last year. And having their toys everywhere, it's a pretty big deal. It's a pretty big deal, as is, I think, the arcade being out there. It's, I'll use the word again, proliferating their brand, putting in front of millions and millions and millions of people. And it's just showing that NFTs are really a way to kickstart IP. And sure, that could mean that NFTs aren't as groundbreaking, world-changing, disruptive as people thought, but maybe it does mean that. Maybe it does mean that if you could be the next Pudgy Penguins, and I still think they have a lot more to come, by the way, probably in the world of animation, something that's incredibly, not disruptive, but in your face, puts that brand in front of really the world, and they're basically already there. But if they show what you can do by launching an NFT and building the community here, I don't know. Sometimes I think we overthink things because maybe it's a little more simple than we want it to be. right? We wanted these things to be like these really intricate collections, like very technical, all kinds of tokenomics, like gamified stuff. Like we thought NFTs would be that. And that all the while there's just money flowing from the project to you, to this thing, to that. And maybe it's not that. Maybe it's more just you have a thing that everybody knows about. And it's probably good enough. Anyway, arcade machine looks pretty cool. Game looks cool. I do want to see more footage of it, but great looking machine, right? Great looking little arcade machine here. I don't know if, by the way, that's the same as a mobile game that's coming out or if that's completely separate. I'm not sure at all. But it's great looking. And then talking about the brand getting out there, guys, awesome. We had news last week that Pudgy Penguins, that they'd be featured on it's a La Liga soccer team, CD Castellón, oh, whatever. I think that sounded good. And guys, they are there. Hang on, we're not doing that without audio. Hang on. Okay, this clip's kind of lame. Okay, hang on. I mean, it looks good, but I kind of want to see him in action. It's good. It's a good looking what, print job, whatever. It'll look good. But they are on the jerseys now, guys. They're there. In fact, let's zoom in here, but they are on the jerseys already. By the way, if you have a Pudgy Penguin, there's an NFT for sale over on Magic Eden. You have to own this NFT to have a chance to have your penguin featured on their jerseys, right on their shorts here. I love it. I think that's such a great idea. But you see, let's see. There you go. There's the sweet Pengu. Now, do we have others? Yeah, there you see it right there. I don't know if it's on everybody's, or it's probably on the left side, and we're just seeing this one here. But there's the penguin right on the shorts. Good, awesome, getting that brand out there. Team is not lost since they put the Pudgies on their jersey too. So, good karma, good mojo. Good morning, Meta. Great to see you, man. Hey, remind me, you have an NFT that's minting right now, a new collection. I know you sent me something, I think yesterday or day before. But if you got a collection that's for sale, let me know. I'll put that up on screen. Anyway, great to see Pudgy Penguins cooking. I still think they have big announcements coming. I really do. Something tells me they've got some killer announcement still coming. And I will never get out of my head that they have a major animation of some sort coming. When that comes, is that coming on Abstract Chain though? Right? I'm not sure, but Abstract Chain is coming next as far as their big push. And I think there's going to be a big old Pudgy Penguin thing. I bet you they're probably holding back whatever killer news they have here for the market to cook. Time that with the market. I have a feeling Luca's smart, man. Luca's smart. I have a feeling that's what's happening there. All right, gaming. Yuga Labs still in gaming. Had a big old gaming event this weekend. Actually, it was Friday. This was a trip back to the other side. Metaverse. It's Project Dragon. This guy's awesome, by the way. He's really cool. But here's the gameplay. You guys have seen it before. This is now the third month. This was Chapter 3. Right? Third-person shooter. Huge. Hundreds, if not thousands of players all in at once. And each time they launch this, for these few-hour play sessions, they introduce some new mechanics here. In fact, look at... hang on, let's look at him. Is he bigger than the other ones? Like, are those actual players? See, I'm not sure if those are other players in the game, but that stands out because they added something into this new chapter called Titans. So if that was a Titan we were looking at, I'm guessing that was a Titan, a much bigger character. That said, guys, I said this last week. First off, got the date wrong, so I said I hadn't seen any comments, any footage of the experience out there, and I thought that was incredibly bearish, right? That we heard nothing. Well, Friday came and went, and I still heard next to nothing. I'm not seeing screen captures being posted. I'm not hearing anything good or bad, what people liked or didn't. I'm hearing nothing. Like, it's crickets out there. Gordon Goner, though, saying thinking that was the most engaging Project Dragon they've had yet. Titans made the game a little more exciting, but could see it leading to balance issues. Wild that Gordon puts out something like this polling the community and just 13,000 views. It doesn't seem like much. They've certainly lost that the allure. They do not command the same attention that they used to, for sure. Aloe saying, love the introduction of Titans, kind of leading players a bit. Would be fun if they can talk into a team-only voice chat. Yeah, I don't know the gameplay enough to know what that means. I think the balance issue is having Curtis coordinate shit for Team Orange while Aqua didn't have a coordinator. Okay. Yep, okay. Sounds like some pretty unfair rules in that game. I don't know. I don't see anybody talking about it, dude. Any of you guys see anybody talking about it? Oh, super cool, man. All right, I'm going to throw that up on screen here real quick. They're so cool, dude. I love them. Yeah, let me show you guys. Meta's got a bonkers, dude, a bonkers collection. These are on Foundation, I think. Is that right? Look at these. Yeah, look at this. ENS emoji punks. They're really cool. They're really, really cool. See, I don't think... I probably got the wrong view. I don't see any listed right now, but if you like them, bookmark that page or give Meta a follow and keep your eyes on those. Again, I think they're fantastic. Ethmoji punks is the handle. Follow that dude. He's great. I'm curious, guys. Anybody seeing any comments out there about Project Dragon? I would love to hear if you've seen anything good or bad. It's nothing. I've seen nothing. Nothing. There will not be a Project Dragon in October. Nothing. They've got 8 Fest coming. They're going to be busy. What is cool, and I can't wait to see this. I'm actually really excited about this. There's going to be a virtual other side event during 8 Fest, something I always hoped they would do, man. Putting the focus back on the other side metaverse. Man, they've needed it. They've needed to have focus there. People do want a metaverse still. And the perfect opportunity to show it off is during 8 Fest. Have a virtual 8 Fest. I don't care if it's just running around. You don't need to have a game for it. Just a social spot for people to hang and talk about Bored Apes and celebrate NFTs. Maybe have some merch for sale, digital items too. Man, if they put out some digital wearables for the other side metaverse, I think you're gonna cook. I think look, if you need to raise funds, not that they do, but who are we kidding? They certainly want to raise more money. Why wouldn't they? I think they'd cook. In fact, put a Bape collab on some digital wearables. So we'll keep our eyes on this. I think we'll actually get a big announcement here, but I'm expecting 8 Fest in the metaverse. Expecting that's coming this year. And again, about Bape, they have their physical clothes. Right, these launched weeks ago. As far as I knew, everything sold out, but now there is more supply back in. I guess orders that were canceled here, but if you were interested in that and if you missed out, they are back in stock. Man, they're so expensive. Holy cow. $275 shirts, a $500 hoodie, $120 slippers. Man. Oh, come on. A $300 like Funko. I get it. People like this stuff. $600 sunglasses. $650 jacket. Is that a hoodie or a jacket? Yeah, jacket. A $120 towel. That's sold out. Actually, a lot of this is sold out. You got the vinyl figure in stock. You have t-shirts in stock. Here's another. That's a cool hoodie. Hoodies in stock. Hoodies in stock. Yeah, there's stuff there. If that stuff, if you're into that, check it. They probably will not last long, right? Babe shits. People like that. Oh, hang on, Meta. The ones on Foundation not for sale, use that as a repository. Okay, gotcha. Where do you sell them? You can feel free to drop it in the chat. Anyway, if you were looking forward to getting some Bape BAYC merch. There you go. There you go. All right. We're not letting today finish without talking Moo Deng. We're not. Not going to happen. Interesting, market action? It's just an interesting time to see a hot meme coin launch right when the market is feeling primed to explode. And right, not just a little short-term pump. It feels like the market is ready for that run, guys, right? It does. And so a meme coin being there at the start of that run, I mean, you couldn't ask for a better setup, I don't think. Good morning, Cats. Good morning, boss. But you have a whole bunch of people talking both sides of it. Some who think it's going to be the biggest meme coin of the cycle. I'm still one of them. And others who are saying it's over. It's already dead. It's gone. It's done. Top was this past weekend. It's over. And if you look at the chart, I mean, I get it. It certainly cooled off from that peak. And man, why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't it? It's not up only forever. It's not. At some point it cools off, and especially when the market's doing what it's doing right now, which is the market pulled back, the Bitcoin pulled back. Moo Deng doesn't fulfill the prophecy. Yeah, we'll say that. Moo Deng is not going to do the thing I think it's going to do until Bitcoin runs, till Bitcoin starts reaching for all-time high. If that happens, and I'll say, I think when it happens, Moo Deng becomes the one. And it still is. So falling from, what did it get to? About $320, maybe $340 million market cap, pulled back to 220. Did it pull back into the hundreds? I think this candle probably did bring it back down. Yeah, I would say almost definitely touched back in the hundreds. If not, it was it had to. Absolutely had to. That said, there's an interesting, way too early to be doing TA on this, but there is a support level right around where it's at now. And I think this cooks again, guys. All of this without any kind of centralized exchange listing, but that's got to be coming. It's got to be coming. I'll give you some little hints that are out there too, but said the weekend was probably the top for this token, top kind of signal, I think, right? You had Moo Deng on Saturday Night Live. Like, come on. That's how big Moo Deng is, and not the token, of course. It's Moo Deng herself, the adorable, sweet, sweet little hippo. But there you go. There you have it. Everybody in the world knows who Moo Deng is. Everybody. And that's really great if you're trying to build a mascot. But man, this is what has me so sure. I'll say it again, not financial advice. Nobody knows that you can have as much conviction as me, and you still don't know how it's really going to play out. Nobody does. So, guys, not financial advice, but I have seen some interesting things here with the holders who are low. I'm talking Moo Deng whales now who already are up millions, going back and buying millions worth more. Here's Bitcoin Maxi saying the top holder of Moo Deng has been sending thousands of SOL from OKX multiple times a day and has accumulated 20 million tokens. You know who that might be, guys? That might be OKX themselves. That might be. We might be getting an OKX listing here. 90% of their accumulation done in the last 2 days, so they're scooping. I think it's probably OKX buying here. But there are top holders who are going back and doing the same thing. Yeah, big holders are doubling down, and I get it. I tell you what, I've been adding to my position too. It's a gamble. It's very, very risky, but I think there's something special still with this. People now, I think for the second time, making an everyday around Moo Deng, which is a top signal, guys. It's a wicked top signal. Yeah, Beeple puts out art, usually a big old sell-off. And that is part of what we're seeing here. It's part of it. Right? Once you've maxed out, once you've been national, a show like SNL, Beeple, every day, you really going to reach anybody else? No, it's usually something that dumps these tokens at this point. Things are just different now. Past few years, really, they have been. But guys, Bybit. Bybit with their 4.6 million followers, one of the biggest exchanges in the world, tweeting Moo Deng. Okay, I mean, there it is. There it is. The writing's on the wall here. It's coming. I don't think it's just Bybit. I think we're getting OKX. There is a whole debate. Did we talk about this, guys? Did we talk about Binance and the potential that they do not list Moo Deng? Did we talk about that? Because that is a narrative out there, right? The narrative with Binance is that they've never listed a pump fund token, the platform that this launched on. And that maybe it's more than just that they haven't done it yet. It's that they will not. They will never list a pump fund token. And maybe there's concerns about who holds the tokens, how many insiders probably hold most of the supply. That could be that. Or it could just be total coincidence. Like, believe it or not, as big as pump fund is, and as much as pump fund was the focus of the beginning of the year run here, the biggest token we saw out of this was it $1 billion cat? It was a cat. It was a token with like $100 million market cap, which is not, it's not small. 100 million is not small, but all things considered with top meme coins, maybe they just didn't see a token that was big enough to list. Now, okay, listen. I say that, and then keep in mind, they listed a token, a Nero token with a $10 or $15 million market cap, right? So 100, it's plenty big enough for them to list. But is it just kind of coincidence that they haven't yet? Right? No, we don't need to read into it much more than that. Could Moo Deng be the first that they ever do list? All right, I want to peek at what's our biggest coin by market cap from Pump Fund. Just again, so some perspective here. It's Michi. Okay, Michi was the next biggest. Look, at this point, 2 over 100 mil. I don't think Mother is listed on Binance yet either, but I would imagine, guys, I can't picture Binance not listing Mother. As great as that's now looked for months. But be safe, guys. I'll say this, because of Nero, there's definitely a chance that Binance lists another Moo Deng. There's got to be a chance that happens. So worth digging, worth looking to see if there's other Moo Deng tokens that much smaller market cap, good distribution, good community forming around it, all those, kind of essentials. There could be another winner here. I'm gambling. I'm in this guy. I'm in that girl. Whoa, that. Moving on. Oh, man, big news in the Ordinals ecosystem. The prestigious Christie's Auction House having a live auction of their first ever 1/1 Ordinal. Dude, it's going to be art season. It's going to be art season. And that art season is probably going to match up with a big old Bitcoin Ordinals run. Check this out. First ever live auction of an Ordinals. I like it. It's beautiful. All right, let's peek at this. But this is a milestone, man. As hot as Ordinals were early this year, we had some OMBs that were listed on Christie's. But the sale was different than when you have a live auction here. Right? I think the live auction, you guys tell me if I'm wrong, but I think the live auctions are, maybe I'm wrong looking at it now. You can bid on site. So now I'm confused, hey, because we had OMBs here. So maybe they're talking like just kind of more traditional art. Let me reread that tweet because that's a little misleading. This is the first Ordinal to be in a live auction at Christie's. I don't know if there's... Yeah, that's weird. I don't know if that's like semantics here or what. But we definitely had OMBs, right? Check that out. Unless you don't actually get the Ordinal here, but, right? Unless you don't get the digital on-chain item here, but I can't fathom. Yeah, no, they're inscriptions. Yeah, I think that's incorrect. I think that's incorrect that it's their first ever live auction. Maybe somebody tweets that out and corrects the record there. Maybe somebody replied to it. Because, again, clearly we had the OMBs. Again, when I say maybe semantics, maybe it's the difference of like a piece of art versus kind of, it's not a color. I still think these are art. And they are all 1/1s, but maybe there's something that's different between them. Anyway, worth knowing that that narrative could probably be killed off in an instant. Still, art season is coming. Ordinals season is coming. Same time. It just might happen here, guys. So regardless, big milestone there. Is that his piece? Yeah. Okay, that Ryan is the artist too. Yeah, very cool. Certainly be following that along. Auction or sale on October 10th. Man, we got some great art coming in October. We got this. We've got the Art Blocks curated drop. Man, good shit coming. Love it. All right, moving on. Last few stories here. This is more of an update. This is not a story, but Jack Liu, co-founder, CEO of Magic Eden. Yeah, got that right. Woo. Just kind of a small update. Nothing. At least for me, nothing new here. But just reaffirming, Magic Eden will be adopting the ME token as their official token. And he's saying to incentivize industry-leading DApp experiences, cross-chain, mobile, multi-use case. I love this, by the way. We want you to be able to trade anything on-chain and pay with any asset of your choice. Ooh, man. You know what? I hope that means more than, I think, what's on the surface. I hope that means more than just buying Ordinal with the ME token or buying an Ordinal with Sol or buying with ETH, right? Whatever. I want to see something that gives value to individual NFTs more than just a floor price, right? There's a way to measure these things that, in a way, somebody hasn't really done. At CryptoSlam, we actually did have a value indicator, a value metric. It was back on an older release of the platform, and it's got to come back at some point. But that gives a value, and it's not floor price, but it's something that tries to calculate value, and I love that. I would love to see that here. So it lets you trade an Ordinal or whatever asset for another asset. And look, if you do that the right way and you really get the correct value, it doesn't work like a trade. You don't have to sit there and approve on both sides. You list it, and if something meets the criteria, picture like a loan, an on-chain loan. Something meets the criteria, it just happens automatically, right? You submit it, it's accepted because it's worth this much. This person was willing to sell this for this much, and it happens. I would love to see something like that happen, and I think it could. As volatile as the NFT Ordinals market is right now, always has been, probably always will be, as volatile as it is, that's probably really hard to do. But I do think there's an opportunity there to do it. Again, in a way that's not just a trade, but instead where you actually list a piece and you set what you're willing to accept for it as far as minimum value. And maybe it needs to be a little lopsided. You need to get a lot more because how volatile these are. But that somebody can just click and satisfy your listing, and boom, you sold your NFT and you got back an Ordinal and some coins and whatever else, right? Opportunity there. Anyway, some replies here, people asking, like, when token? And we don't have details coming yet. Initially, it was supposed to be Q3. At this point, Q3's today. End of Q3's today. This will be a Q4 thing. You have this guy, in Cluck. When are you going to push, when are you going to punish farmers? When are you going to show tokenomics? Bringing up Q3, which is not happening. They already said it was going to be delayed, so this guy must have missed that news. And then why did your Magic Eden Foundation head Tiffany retweet a random guy when he said December claim, and then it was deleted? All those things. Good questions from Jack, by the way. Good questions. Info soon. Glad to hear it. They know what people want, man. I don't think there's any team out there that is as dialed into this community, into traders, it's really both sides of it. They get communities, they get the traders, but the other side is they're builders, and they understand what builders want, what the platforms, how to design or tailor a platform to again, both sides. These guys they're special. Yeah, so details coming soon. All kinds of info about the utility of the token, how's the platform going to work. Can't wait for it. All right, moving on. Again, our last couple stories here. You guys remember Farouk interviewing Donald Trump? Incredible. Awesome. Look, great interview. Awesome event. Had a blast. We streamed it here. Actually, I lied. I didn't stream it here. Did stream it. Farouk tweeting here over the weekend since the Donald Trump announcement and interview, Instagram shut down the Rug Radio and FOMO Hour accounts. No appeal. That's crazy. YouTube shut down his personal account for spam, scam, and deceptive content just because it's crypto. Which, do we need to be worried? Can we not talk crypto? Say what you want about Elon Musk's X, but at least I'm not getting shut down for conducting an interview as independent media. Crazy, right? Some people justifying the account deletion saying it makes sense. Yeah, and as Farouk's pointing out here, watch the interview. Nothing there shilly, nothing controversial. Dude, I can't even fathom how that even went down, and it makes me question things. This gets me into conspiracy theory zone. It does. How do you shut down something like that crossed zero? It didn't cross a line, man. Interview was fine. Interview was great. What I think it is some assholes out there that probably reported his account. Or, guys, I mean, hey, we can get a little conspiracy theory-ish. There are probably people who work internally that just are trying to crush Trump-related stuff. That could be. Because I can't fathom why the Instagram accounts were shut down. Both Rug Radio and FOMO Hour. I can't fathom how that happens. Unless they just don't allow crypto content, but I don't think that's the case. So crazy to see. I like that guy, dude. He's awesome. Farouk's great. Okay, now, YouTube back. So that's great. That was fixed. So Farouk emailed support, and this is how it should work, but man, you can't just block these things without research. And you're like, right, it's so wrong. How many views potentially did he miss? And followers and opportunities. It's so wrong. But that said, they got the YouTube accounts back. There were people who helped, probably found some contacts at YouTube, but Instagram page is still blocked. But there you go. YouTube replying, after taking another look, we can confirm your channel does not violate our community guidelines. That simple. We're sorry for any frustration that a mistake may have caused you. So that one may be a harmless, like just a harmless little mistake. I don't want to say harmless, but that one probably just a legit mistake. I don't know about Instagram though. That's weird. Yeah, Sue replying. It's funny. He's asking him. He's like, how do you only have like 230 views? Why do you have no subscribers? And look, some of these guys just aren't pushing their channels. Yeah, Farouk should have way more followers than that, subscribers. I don't think he does much content on the platform, but it's Farouk. He's earned it. Anyway, glad YouTube's back. Hopefully they get their IG situated. All right, and then our final story. This is funny. Eigenlayer. We have heard about Eigenlayer many times this year. Token unlock coming today. I guess it's a big one. Reactor, good morning, man. Token unlock today. I don't know anything about Eigen still. I don't know. Months and months later, I still don't know. Look, it's either technical or complicated. I don't know what it is exactly, but I don't know. I don't know anything about it, and I should. I'm trying to help plug people in. I should know, but at least I'm not alone. Ichigo tweeting out here, I'll give $1 trillion to whoever can explain what Eigenlayer does in one sentence in layman's terms. Good luck. I don't know. You have somebody replying back, and it still's like, and? Or also, why not on ETH? Why not somewhere else? Using Eigenlayer, you can build arbitrary decentralized services with crypto economic security. It's intended for builders inside the blockchain ecosystem, not layperson, whoever they are. So it is a platform for builders. But why? Yeah, why would a blockchain dev want to build a decentralized service with crypto economic security? Because you can get access to a larger pool of security, a large operator set, whole bunch of tooling, and interoperable ecosystem. Okay, if it's a security thing, yeah, okay. Why wouldn't I just build on a well-established, secure, composable L1? It's all about the products on the chain then. I like where Ichigo's going here, though. Like, just how fragmented this ecosystem has become. Why? Why another L2? Why another blockchain? Why not everybody's building in the same spot? I agree. I agree. Also, I don't care. Do what you want, build where you want. The cream rises. Yeah, so would we be further along now if we actually kind of together PvE? Work together more? Yeah, I bet so. I bet so, man. That said, it is our nature to want to come out first, to be the one, to build something that is yours. And in the end, it all works out the same, I think. Either way, that didn't win me over, although it maybe gives me a little understanding. It's literally, I think you can even get the word blockchain out of the mix. It's just an ecosystem that seems to have a focus on security. And the question then is, do you want to build your product, your service in this ecosystem with some pretty kick-ass security features? I think it's that simple. Beyond that, yeah, I should probably still put more time in, but that's my takeaway there. So pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right, guys, let me know if I missed anything today. Big stories, big happenings. It was a pretty quiet Friday through Sunday. So, yeah, quiet few days here. But, yeah, if I missed anything, let me know. You can drop it in the comments. I'll be live this afternoon, of course, on the Non-Fungible Idiot Show with Joe, with my brother Henry. Can't wait. Can't freaking wait, guys. Thinking if there's any other miles. I feel like there's something else. I feel like there's more. I feel like I'm missing something. Nah. Think we're in. I think we're, yeah. Put a fork in it. Oh, yeah. Dude, Gravity, thank you very much. All right, let me kill some tabs here. Yes. I definitely saw some activity ramping up on Pond. And dude, he needs to mint these. Saw activity ramping up on Pond. It looks like mining. It felt like mining was... Dude, he needs to mint these. These will cook. These will cook if he mints them. I'm going to get some ETH ready just in case. And also, I think he mints on... I think he mints on base, by the way. I think those glass punks and whatnot. So look, if that's interesting to you, get ready. Get some ETH ready on base and on ETH. All right, let's get to Pond. Yeah, it looks like mining is kind of live, but I can't quite tell. I just can't tell. It's definitely different. Right? It looks like things are happening. I will say I have had my stuff up and I've not seen anything that makes it look like my mining rig is doing anything different. But I just don't know. And it crashes my browser a lot, which sucks. Oh, this is testing. Okay, cool. This crashes my browser a lot. Like this is a resource hog. It is. So maybe when it's live, it functions a little better. That maybe I got to just like have it running on my phone or something. It's a wicked resource hog. Hopefully worth it. But yeah, the site's worth poking around because there's definitely more going on here at this point. You can definitely start poking around and feeling out some of what's coming here. Pretty cool, man. I'm excited, dude. I'm excited for this. Oh, dude, Gravity, get the fuck out. There's a predict tab on here. Dude. Oh, come on, that's awesome. A prediction market? Is that a prediction market coming to Pond? Dude. If so, dude, come on. Fucking incredible. I love those guys, man. Boss, what can I say about Slam? Probably nothing new yet. Always for good reason, too. I'm trying to think of the next milestone when we can start announcing many things. I don't know. I'll poke the team. I want to see when I can start speaking more. Right? I was on the Emblem Vault show maybe 2 weeks ago, and it's tricky. I mentioned some stuff that we're doing, just kind of like surface level light paper stuff, but I can't get into it yet, which is tricky. People do want to hear, so we'll see. God, this is exciting over here. We'll see what's coming. I'm going to keep my eyes here. By the way, Paulie's account is banned again. His Jordan account, I think, or I don't remember which at this point. Whirly Girl, does he have a new account, or is he only on Instagram right now? Yeah, I'm not sure what account, if any, that Paulie's on now. So keep an... Hey. Dude, Moo Deng ain't done. Moo Deng ain't done, man. Yeah. Hey, shit. Some news popping off as we're live here. Ohio State Senator introducing bill to require Ohio to accept Bitcoin for taxes. Yes, sir. Oh, man, love it. Okay. Anything else? Nope. Again, Moo Deng, gonna be great. Gonna cook. Gravier, what are you talking about? Yeah, I think whatever it is, I just missed it. Yeah, you can share whatever, dude. Yeah, let me see. If you dropped a link, maybe it didn't show on this side. Because I don't see anything here. Okay, look, I got this. Here's the comments I got from you. GM. And then the next comment is it's artsy, so I think you'll dig it. There's nothing in between. So I think YouTube blocked it. You can... Oh, okay, got it. Dude, if you want to DM me on X, send it to me there. I'll put it up. Yeah, you guys can share whatever anytime. You guys are my co-host. Right? It's different if people are just being shilly for the sake of their bags, but I'm even fine with that to a degree. You guys who are here can share stuff. You talking about the PIV stuff, or like somebody else saying they created his? We got a little battle. Oh, by the way, I'm going to pull up Moo Pets. Oh, shit, I got to get some ETH ready. Someone's going to drop this. Someone's going to drop a collection like that, and it's going to cook. Yeah, I'm going to show you two. You may have seen already, but I minted Moo Pets this weekend, and I love them. And they're not doing anything on secondary, but you never know. You never freaking know. One of these derivative collections will cook for sure. Like, absolutely no doubt. Grivier, did you DM me that? Oh, you did. Cool. All right. A DMT collection. Man, I cannot explain DMT to you. You know. DMT, I could explain to you. The DMT kind of tech mint. I don't know what you want to refer to it as. Protocol, whatever, standard. I don't know. But I can't explain the technical side of it on Bitcoin. It is interesting. It's a way to mint based off of like certain blockchain conditions, like blocks, and it affects like your outputs. Whatever it is cool. I've read it before, and it's I do dig it. This is neat. Okay, so this is a free mint, and is this on mainnet or is this on Fractal? I like these. Yeah, I dig these for free mint. Why the hell not? Okay, mints tomorrow. And I don't know if they've minted some ahead of time or if these will just mint again when they hit those specific blocks. Cool looking. Yeah, I may go for this. Why not? Again, free mint. Why not? Oh, okay. And
In the beginning, there was...
I'm going to play this. I want to see if they give a good explainer on DMT. Oh, they do. They do. Yeah, only other question. Let's see if they answer here. Is it on mainnet? I would assume it's mainnet. Or is it on Fractal Bitcoin? Let's see. Let's play that video. Yeah, by the way, appreciate you dropping this. This is best part. We do better when we share our info. I share, you guys share. If we share, we're going to be on top of everything, guys. So share anytime.
In the beginning, there was Bitcoin. The digital universe exploded into existence. In the same way that the Big Bang created all the ingredients and building blocks for everything we experience and own in the physical world, Satoshi's creation of Bitcoin achieved the same for the digital world. And just like in the physical world, as time progressed, organic patterns of physical matter started to emerge in the form of elements, like hydrogen and oxygen forming water. And these were inevitably identified and organized into what we now know as the periodic table of elements. And since the moment of Bitcoin's inception, it's now possible to look back and identify organically emerging patterns within Bitcoin's raw data. This phenomenon now has a name: DMT. No, not that DMT.
Darn.
Digital matter theory. Digital matter theory states that the organically occurring, non-arbitrary data being produced in every Bitcoin block can be mapped into a digital periodic table. As with physical elements such as gold and diamonds, some digital elements are rarer than others. And as with physical elements, digital elements on Bitcoin must also first be discovered, but once they are, they can be used to create almost anything: in-game items, metaverse skyscrapers, art, or PFPs. The Track network enables the discovery of digital elements by indexing raw Bitcoin block data to unearth these data patterns. Without Track, digital matter would still remain undiscovered to this day. And as the only protocol to support the creation of non-arbitrary assets, TAP is proud to be the home of DMT, powered by Track, accessed by TAP. DMT, built by Bitcoin.
I dig it. I dig it. Bitcoin's cool. Bitcoin, like here, I'll give you my take on DMT, which is not bullish. It's not a bullish take. It's like picture nouns, right? These NFTs on ETH that mint, again, based on block conditions, certain number of blocks, something like that. People don't care. People don't care. Nobody in the space really appreciates technical achievements, whatever. I'll say Bitcoin more than anybody does. It's a whole bunch of like coding nerds and stuff, which in the best way. The Bitcoin collectors do. For the most part, though, it's neat. Doesn't usually add value. Honestly, if it's complicated, maybe sometimes takes away. I appreciate that stuff. I love that stuff. I love it. But yeah, I was never incredibly bullish on the DMT collections because it's technical and people usually run the opposite direction. Good morning, Dad. Good to see you, brother. Guardians of Orin. Oh, I like those. I like those a lot. I feel like they reached out to me early on. I got to get better about this. Reached out and maybe we're offering whitelist spots for maybe doing a little video. I got to do better with that because they do look cool. Yeah, I usually get in this headspace. I'm like, okay, the market's not good for this. I don't want to like lead people towards any kind of mints. Hang on, I think this is right on the main page. I think. By the way, Gravier, there. I think that was it. Appreciate you dropping that, by the way. Yeah, these are cool looking, man. Yeah, dude, I'm with you. I love nerdy shit. I like collecting art on chain. Yeah, these are neat. So these minted already? Yeah, I think they look cool. Do I think people are going to... You know what? Do I think people will go buy these on secondary? Like, do I see any kind of opportunity in them, maybe? I'm going to say no. A little too samey. Yeah, a little too samey. Like the palettes, it's kind of... Yeah. I like them. I think they look cool. I think they look so similar. I don't see a ton of... Yeah, dude, I could be way wrong on this, but I don't know about these guys. That one's cool. Look at, you know what's funny, man? You got to spend time with these collections. You got to look for what stands out, and hopefully there's enough that stands out, but that one stood right on out to me. See, I'm going to scroll and see if he just pops out at me. Yeah, these punk ones, the punk ones pop. Yeah, they're neat. I like them. I don't see, they do, they really stand out. Those are cool. They need more, I think more variety, more standout stuff. They are cool looking though. Fully minted 2D. Okay, cool. Yeah, I like them. I wouldn't buy on secondary, but I like them. But yeah, cool shit. Okay. I got some testing to do. Okay. This show, maybe as soon as tomorrow, but later this week, going to start looking different. We got some different stuff. Yeah, the screen's going to look a little different. I'm excited for you guys to see it. 2 guests this week, too. I got Avagachi coming up Wednesday. Throw on the screen here. I need to firm up. I'm pretty sure I've got Nate. 95% sure I've got Nate coming on Thursday. And more coming over the next few weeks. Really cool shit. Avagachi Wednesday, Nate Thursday. If you guys got questions for these guys, send them my way. Nate's the EFT guy. We're talking like TradFi and ETFs. He's the dude. You guys got questions, obviously live in the chat, drop them. But if you want me to get some stuff prepped ahead of time, let me know. Should be great. I'll tweet out some reminders ahead of these just so people are aware. But should be fun. Cool shit coming. Can't wait for you to see the updated look here. Fam, hope the rest of your morning's fantastic. We'll see you this afternoon on the afternoon show. We'll see you.